Chase Bilsky, back for round 2.
Wow.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Back for round 2. What's up?
That's good.
Here I am.
Back for round 2. What should we talk about?
I don't know. We talked about
Books.
yeah. I thought you were gonna suggest a book to me. That's why you asked if I read.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay.
Well,
Is it a self-help book?
yeah. The only good kinds of books.
Yeah.
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 You know what? Okay, for real? Books? Okay, here's my rant on books. It's like like you wanted to get good at a sport, you chose boxing.
Mhm.
So what did you do?
Started training boxing
Yeah. With what? With who?
with you.
With a coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a coach.
So you want to get better at relationships, let's say. What do you do? Figure it out on my own? Because that's what everyone does.
Yeah.
It's like there's people who have figured it out already and do it way better than you and me.
Mhm.
We don't have to do like it's odd to me that sports is the only thing that people are like, you know what, I need to get better at this. Coach me. Get me into a room with a bunch of people who are better than me that I can learn from.
Mhm.
But every other thing, people are like, man, I'll figure this out on my own. And they just stumble through life and never get better. When there's people who have figured it out and then wrote books on it.
Mhm. It's what therapists are.
No.
They're like coaches,
Yeah,
counselors.
yeah,
They're like coaches.
definitely. They're just like,
But people view therapy as like a weakness a lot of the time, I think.
yeah, stupid people.
You know? What are you doing here?
So put my airplane mode on in case.
um, yeah, I think therapy's great.
Yeah,
Therapy's really important. I think when situations happen and you look at them from both sides, even as like within yourself, like with my relationship from like 2 years ago, I went to therapy because I was like, well, I was a part of the problem. So I have to fix that problem myself
hmm.
and go to therapy. Helped a lot
What did you take away from that?
from therapy. She said what I liked about it was someone from an outside point of view that didn't know me or my
Yeah.
partner at the time. Um, and I was open. I'm open enough of a person that I told her the wrongs that I did too.
Mm.
And yeah, she just put things into perspective a lot easier for me. The one thing she told me was because I was having a difficulty getting through everything because of the kids. He had 2 kids, so they were like my everything, my whole world. And I was really scared about leaving them. And I was like going back and forth on this relationship isn't healthy right now. I need to work on myself and fix myself. And I don't want to leave the kids. I don't want to leave him. Um, because we could do this together and whatever. And it's fine. I'll be fine. Like I was having a struggle back and forth. And she had told me, what price are you willing to pay within yourself to keep going through that situation? Like, how do you feel when you're not there? When you're, like, like, elsewhere without him? And it's weird talking about it now because, um, I've forgiven that
Mm.
for a while now, so, like, I don't like talking negatively about him anymore because I believe that we were both too in love with each other. that we were trying to be perfect. And then we were overwhelmingly, like, almost up each other's asses the whole time. So, like, he couldn't talk to other females, I couldn't talk to other guys, and it just, like, we, like, ping-ponged off each other, like, toxic stuff, and so, yeah, she was like, "What are you willing to pay within yourself to keep those kids in your life rather than healing yourself
Right.
moving forward?" She's like, "And who knows, maybe he does the same and you guys end up reconnecting in the future and, you know, reconciling and whatever." And but she was like, "For now, you need to focus on yourself
Mm.
and, like, rebuild yourself to be who you want to be." Because I was back then, yeah, I was an angry person. I was angry and not who I wanted to be at all. Wanted to be softer back then, and I wasn't, and he opened my eyes a lot to, like, the the things that I needed to work on in myself. And he also was really good at being there was a lot of pros and cons to that relationship, which I was why I had a really difficult time leaving that relationship. And it ended up being mutual, but he helped me a lot with my communication, with seeing the things that were wrong, but still he was like, "That's okay. We can work on that." So, like, being comfortable looking at myself and being like, "Well, why am I that way?" And then trying to figure it out and work through it. He was the one that helped me, like, be able to look in the mirror and be
Mm.
like, "You know what? You're angry. Why are you angry? What happened?" And, like, unpack it and stuff like that. Yeah.
Did you figure it out? 'Cause I always feel like when I think of anger, it's not actually anger. It's like anger is like the emotion that other things go to because
Mhm.
they don't know how to process. You
Mhm.
know, like for like when I think of men, it's like when men are scared, they get angry. You know, when men are sad, they get angry.
Mhm.
When men, it's like it doesn't matter what emotion if they can't understand it and why it's happening, they just go to anger.
Mhm.
It's like their release is anger because they're just not emotionally intelligent enough to process what they're actually going through. So it
Mhm.
changes to anger. But anger isn't the actual, I'm insecure right now,
Like,
so I'm going to anger.
yeah.
I'm nervous. I'm anxious, so anger. And it's not actually anger. They just don't know how to process it properly.
Yeah, I would say through a lot of that, it was frustration, I guess. Like, when I find something frustrating or I don't think someone, like, understands me or what I'm trying to say, and they're almost, like, flipping my words around and stuff like that, that just, like, it starts to, like, make my heart race,
Mm.
and then I'll start getting, like, mad, and I'll start, like I get really like, I cry when I'm angry. So I start, like, welling up, and I'll start, like, shaking, and because it's like I'm trying to articulate myself properly, but you're not picking it up, and now, like, you're making me kind of look like garbage, and that's not
Mm.
how I meant it, and then it just, like, snowballs from there, and then yeah. I used to let that, like, bother me for, like, days. Like, I'd sit there and I'd be, like, mad for the whole day. Like, my day would be over,
Mm.
and I'd be like, "Everybody else is gonna feel my" for the rest of the day.
Yeah,
That's how I used to be.
yeah. If I can't be happy, nobody can be
Yeah,
happy.
and I find that I've I'm very different with that now, like, I'm because I find communicating and talking makes me feel a lot better. So if I'm struggling with something, or something's, like, really bothering me or I'm getting frustrated, I talk to my coworkers, I talk to my mom, I talk to my
Mm,
boyfriend, I talk to Rochelle, I talk to people, and I'm like, "Am I being dramatic? Am I overreacting? Am I being unreasonable?" And a lot of those people are people that I care about, so I care about their opinions, and when they give me their advice, I take it into consideration and move on with my day.
mhm.
So, like this morning, my fridge. I was in a tailspin about my fridge. I was, like, losing it, bawling, freaking out at work. My coworker comes into my sugaring room. She goes, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No!" And I'm, like, losing it. She's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "My fridge, I don't know when it broke down," and, like, minor inconveniences like that will, like I blew a tire the other week, called my boyfriend absolutely shitting bricks. Like, "My tire! I need" he's like, "I'm coming, I'll be there right away." Like, he knew that poor man, he takes care of me and my
Yeah.
emotional states all of the time, and I'm always like, at the gym, if I'm, because it's always, like, usually around my cycle. I'm pretty good at tracking my cycle, so, like, the week before, I'm a little bit more irritable or emotional, and, like, the week after, I'm definitely emotional, like, I'm just past. So I'm like, "Yeah, everything's the end of the world right now." But there's times where we'll be at the gym, and he's, like, trying to help me, and I'm catching an attitude so bad, and then he's just like, "Okay," and, like, he handles it so well, and I start crying. He's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "You're so nice to me, and I'm just so mean to you. I'm being so mean. I don't like that. I hate it, and you're just so, like, genuinely a good person." He makes me cry all the time,
Yeah.
and I think it's because he's healing
Yeah.
parts of my heart and parts of my soul. Talking about it makes me wanna cry.
Just like
Talking about him makes me emotional for sure.
it seems like because just how we were talking before the podcast, it's like I feel like he understands that that's not you saying
Yeah.
that, you
Oh,
know?
man.
You're just saying it
Mhm.
and it's not at him. It's just to him,
He's always like,
and he's just understanding that.
yeah.
So he's like, "Okay, she's hurting," you know?
She's emotional,
And
yeah.
and then he doesn't take it personally, you know?
And
That's
he
like a that's
just
good.
like, it's he when we met, he was not in an ideal situation, and he did the work because
Mm,
he saw how amazing of a person that I am, and he was like, "You deserve somebody who's good." He's like, "And I want to be good for you." And I've never had anybody do something like that for me. So, when he understands me and he handles me with, like, a lot of patience and a lot of care, because he knows that, like, the things that I've been through, and he's always like, "I'm so sorry that you've been, like, treated like that." He's like, "I'm so sorry that, you've never been loved this way, and I've never loved somebody the way that I love him, and he's never been loved the way that I love him too." He's never been able to fully be himself, and that guy is a weird kid. I love him so much, but he's so funny. Like, he's just you can tell he was the weird kid in class. He was the class clown. He made everybody laugh. Like, you can just tell by the things he does. And it's like I love it because he makes me laugh so hard. Like, we get in tears laughing together. And I think because I'm the first girlfriend he's ever had that's never been like, "You're getting annoying. Like, stop that."
mm.
I just continue to keep laughing. And so he just continues to keep being weird and doing what he does. And I love that because that's how my dad is with my mom,
Mm,
my stepdad. which I didn't talk about him last episode, and I felt so bad. And I'm like, "Oh my god, that man, my stepdad has healed huge parts of my heart,
Mm,
big time." I never knew what it was like having a dad until he came into my life. And he didn't want kids, never wanted kids. But he came into my mom's life when we were adults, so he didn't have to raise kids.
right.
But he dads me all the time. My mom's always like she's like, "How you're not his kid, I don't know, because him and I are so much alike." It's crazy. But, like, yeah, before, Connor, my boyfriend, before him, my dad was the one that I called for everything. Like, I would've called him if my tire blew. I would've called him first when my tire blew, but they were in Cologne or the Victoria, so I couldn't call my dad. Or my dad would've came and saved me, but so I had to call Connor. And he came and helped me out, but
How long
he
have you guys been together?
Connor and I? Not very long, since Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we
Okay.
we met 2 weeks before Christmas. He had I don't know if, like, I wanna tell his personal
Yeah,
business.
yeah, yeah. You don't have to.
No. I'll leave that up to
Tell me
him.
after.
Tell me the deets after. Um, he is quite open about it to, like, the people in my life, though, so but he was, like, fresh out of a relationship, and we agreed to kind of stay friends.
Mm,
'Cause I was the one that was like, maybe you should, like, heal a little bit and, like, we can just be friends," and so we stayed friends for 2 weeks, and then we hung out the one time, and it just, like, we clicked, like, it was crazy. Um, and then he went home for Christmas, and he was being sweet, but, like, I think it was we talked about it, and it was definitely, like, trying to get the girl sweet.
right.
But he was like, "No, yeah, I genuinely started to miss you when I was at home, and I wanted to come back here." And so, yeah, we just kept hanging out, we kept really communicating, really doing things differently than what we were used to, and taking the time, and then we saw each other for about 3 months, 2.5 months before he actually asked me to be his girlfriend.
Mm,
And so he asked me on Valentine's Day to be his girlfriend, because I was like, "I want you to ask me to be your Valentine." He was like, "Okay." And I was like, "But I also wanna be your girlfriend." He's like, "Well, I if you're my girlfriend, you're automatically my Valentine." He's like, "So if I ask you to be my Valentine, you can't be my girlfriend." He's like, "So" and he had it all planned out. He planned everything out, so he asked me at, like, I think it was, like, 2 o'clock in the morning after Valentine's Day. He's
Emmy's
like,
birthday.
"Is it? Cute. Maybe that's a good sign. Maybe he's a good one, you know?" No, I see myself marrying him. We talk about having babies.
Mm.
We talk about our future a lot. Yeah, we just planned on we're gonna move in together in June. I'm nervous, but, like, extremely excited. I think he's nervous, but, like, also very excited. But we're trying to not move insanely quickly, but also trust that, you know, we wanna be we wanna move forward with our lives together, so we already spend enough time at each other's places with each other that that's what we wanna do, so and that too, I talked to quite a few people about that decision because I wasn't sure, and I wanted him to be sure. I didn't want it to be a financial thing, I wanted it to be because we wanted to be together
Right.
more. Um, but the bonus is, like, the financial. Get to split the bills and everything.
Now I have more book suggestions.
Do you?
You know, it's funny. It's interesting because I probably read probably 4 or 5 like marriage relationship books a year.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good. I think that
so
helps
I'm
you be
saying to you.
a great partner. Are you telling
Yeah,
me I need to be a better partner?
I'm saying you could always be better,
Mhm.
right? And when it's funny because when people come over and see it, they assume they're not doing well.
Mm.
Like the only reason you would buy a relationship book is because you're not doing well, trying to fix
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I guess so, hey?
But like, I'm just trying to get ahead of things.
Trying to be ahead of the game, trying to be the best husband out there.
Well, like, how many books I've read that help me understand my wife
Mhm.
as a woman
Yep.
and how she navigates the world and emotions
'Kay.
and feelings. And then, like, sometimes I'll read something and I read it out loud because I read out loud to Demi and my kids.
Mhm.
Sometimes I'll be reading a chapter and it's just like exactly something we went through and the exact misunderstanding we had because man and woman,
Yes.
and how my brain works and how her brain works. And I'm just reading, and then Demi will just start laughing because, like, that's exactly what happened to us, the exact situation. And then she's like, and this is why, and this is how to work at it. And I'm just like,
Mhm.
frick, that would have been awesome 7 years ago.
But, like, you hit the jackpot with Demi. She's a
Yeah,
really
but
good she's a
some
really
would
good
say we
woman.
both hit the jackpot.
I think she's an amazing person.
Yeah, she's the
She's
best.
got a beautiful soul.
Yeah,
Like, we had never met, and we were, like, in love.
yeah. Mm.
I wish they could see your face right now. I don't know about that.
I'm just like, stay away from my wife. Get out here, pervert.
Oh,
Yeah,
'cause
she's like, yeah, she's incredible.
yeah, like, so supportive.
Mhm.
Like, she has what did I tell her? She gives me, like, she has very maternal vibes,
Yeah,
energy.
she is very
And
much a mother, a feminine mother.
yes,
That's who she is.
and that's why I'm so drawn to her.
Mhm.
Just like I'm so drawn to Rochelle
Right.
because being raised by my mom was I wouldn't say my mom was a feminine, but she was very maternal. My mom was my safe space always.
Mm,
Like, well, cause yeah, I'm her baby, right? Like you get sick, your mom's there. You get hurt, your mom's there. So like you associate all of those things with your mom.
mm,
And so when I meet someone that has very maternal energy, I feel very safe
yeah.
and I feel drawn to those people. And I like being around them because I feel comfortable and
Mm,
my anxiety rests because my anxiety rests whenever I'm with my mom because I'm not scared to get sick with my mom. I'm not scared to get hurt. I'm not scared to cry. I'm not scared. Oh my god, I'm going to cry again talking about my mom. You got me on such a bad day.
yeah.
Um Yeah,
For
like,
a great day for Instagram clips.
emotions. Yeah, no, emotion, no. I told Rochelle that, I told her, I was like, "I'm going to do another podcast with Cole." I was like, "I'm gonna cry." She's like, "Good, cry, get hooked." I was
Good.
like, "Thanks." Oh, yeah, my mom has made she's the one person that, like, my anxiety's never there. So,
It's
like
your safe place.
So when I was talking with Demi, when we were gonna do the training session, I asked her, I was like, "This is what I wanna do," and she was like, "Oh my god, yes, we need more women in the sport." I was like, "Will you be there? Like, will you be at the training sessions just to, like, so I can have that energy there?" Because then my anxiety is a little bit more
Mm.
relaxed, right? So and she was like, "Yeah, of course. I'll be there." It's like, "You're the fucking shit, lady. What the fuck?"
Can I call you mom?
Can I call you babe?
All right, we're done.
No, joking,
it's
joking.
it's funny
Seeing
because
what
like
I can get away with here.
growing up, like all my friends look at my as my mom Hey, look at Demi as a mom.
Mhm.
Like, she just took care of everyone, you know?
She has
Like, we
that.
would go out and she would, like, just not drink too much so that she could just make sure everyone gets home safe.
Mhm.
'Cause she'd make breakfast in the morning for everyone, just a bunch of drunk idiots,
She's
you
a
know? And
great
she's
person.
just, like, very, like, empathetic, very,
Loving,
like, just
nurturing.
yeah, if she was here, she'd be crying with you.
Yeah, she would.
Yeah,
For real.
yeah, and I'm
I
like,
know.
"Freaking weirdos." Like, Cass, her first fight, she, uh she won, and then she came down and she just started crying, and I'm just like, "Mm." And then Demi
Let
just
it
steps
out.
in, just holds her and just cries with her. I'm just
Oh.
like, "Thank you, Demi."
Women
I better
have
get out of here.
women are definitely more emotion-based creatures.
Mhm,
Men are logical
mhm,
creatures. Like, they're like, "Well, you just won, why are you crying? You're woo." Whereas,
mm,
like, women are like, "Oh my god," and there's, like, so many more emotions that go with it, right? It's
yeah.
like, I feel like women are, like, complex
Yeah, definitely.
complex
And
people,
okay,
beings.
I read another book.
Mm. We're gonna have a whole list of
Oh,
books
yeah.
for me to
So
read.
so the basis of the book was it was, like, talking about masculinity and femininity,
Mhm,
and they talked about it almost like it was more of a spiritual book, like
mhm.
an essence,
Yeah,
and it was like masculine doesn't always mean male,
yeah.
right? Even though majority of the time it is, but it's not always. And
Mhm.
then feminine, and then this book was pretty much talking about how you need one of each in a relationship.
Yeah,
Like, someone has to be
yeah.
feminine, someone has to be masculine, and then there is, like, a small percentage who, like, go back and forth, and they probably need somebody who goes back and forth.
Mhm.
You know, so that's what this book was about. But, like, that book was honestly just me and Demi. Like, it was
Yeah.
just, like, so much of the stuff I read in that, I was like, "Oh, man, this is Demi for sure." And just told you how to, like, if you're the masculine, how to love the other person, how to, like, communicate, how to, and then it talked about everything. Even, like, how you were talking before about, um, like, the complexity,
Mhm.
and it talked about that. Like, there was one chapter it was called, um, it was like she it was like something like she isn't always lying. That's what the chapter was called.
Oh.
And then what the chapter was about was, like, saying how the feminine person in like, whoever the more emotional person is gonna seem like they're lying all the time because however they feel, like, that is their truth in that moment.
Mm.
But then a couple
Yeah.
days later, when they don't feel like that, they could say something completely different. And then it's like, "Why are you lying all the time? Like,
Yeah.
why did you just made it?" But, like, in the moment, that was their truth 100%.
Mhm.
And then I was thinking back to me and Demi and, like, how many times I've just been like, "Well, that's a lie. Like, why you" and then that book just, like, I was just
Wow.
like, "That's freaking wild." And then it was talking yeah, I just talked about a lot of things about, like, the complexity and how, like, I'm just, like, this simple dude, like,
Yeah.
just simple, so everything's just, like, black and white.
Cut and dry.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's just not how it goes.
Mhm.
And it really, like, helped me understand that,
Yeah.
like
And then it's like it's crazy when things like that start to click.
yeah,
Like, you start learning these things, but,
yeah,
like, they're also, like, applied to your life, so they click. You're like,
right.
"Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense." Yeah, I get that a lot with I'm more of, like, an Instagram reel person.
Mm,
So, like, I get a lot of, like, relationship Instagram reels and stuff like that, and, um, yeah, it's crazy when they just, like you're like, "Oh."
Yeah.
Alright. And it's just
Alright.
alright. Don't make fun of me, I'm sensitive right now.
Just crying again. He's laughing at me.
I'll probably gonna cry like, at least 5 more times by the
Oh,
end of
yeah,
this
this
episode.
we're only halfway through.
100%. Yeah, we're gonna get a couple more tears out of this. For sure. Yeah. I feel like Connor is definitely this is the most feminine I've ever been in a relationship ever in my life.
In what way?
Like, I can just, like, shut my brain off and, like, let him lead,
Mm,
like, life-wise. Not when he's driving. That shit freaks me out, but
drives fast,
just yeah.
or he just closes his eyes and
I mean, for
and
real, that's what it
hopes?
seems like. He gets so close to people, like, when he's, like, coming up, I mean, he comes up quick, and I'm like, "Slow down." He's just like, "We're fine, relax." And I'm like,
Oh, yeah, that never works.
I hate being told to relax. He does it all the time. "Chill, relax." And I'm like, "You chill, you relax."
It's such an interesting conversation too, with, like, leading,
Mhm,
because, like, obviously, Demi lets me lead,
mhm.
you
She
know?
trusts you.
Right,
Mhm.
and that's such a weird topic right now, you know?
Yeah, we're
It's
in a
like
very weird, era
yeah,
in the world when it comes to stuff like that.
like, when we were like, when we first started building businesses, we hung out with a lot of business owners,
Mhm,
and that was, like, our main friend group. It still is kind of, but, like, they were more of, like, mentors to us, and, they were very much old school, old-fashioned,
yeah,
like, let the man lead,
mhm,
help him be strong, don't put him down, like, have conversations, but, like, that's in private. Don't wanna embarrass
mhm,
him, and
yeah,
you don't wanna disrespect each other in public, and just, like, things like that. And these business owners, they always they build businesses together. It wasn't like just the man or just the woman built the business and the other one was working and they lived these separate lives. It was like they built businesses together as a team and their life was joined,
mhm,
so they were just together always and they were best friends. So that's what we kind of followed in those footsteps. So then we never wanted to live separate lives. Like, she does this, I do this. And then
mhm,
we come back home at 6 p.m. and then we hang out for 3, 4 hours and go to bed.
yeah,
And then we go back to our lives every day.
mhm,
We're like, okay, we're gonna build something that we can work on together and we can just be best friends.
throughout it,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then and then yeah, she just was very she just helps, and she does the things I suck at and I do the things she sucks at,
mhm,
and we got to learn how to communicate with each other and how to work with each other and how to, like, where I'm strong and where she's strong, and we just, like, were able to run.
mhm,
And our first we've been together since we were 15,
mhm,
like, until we're 27, we lived separate lives. We
yeah,
just went to our own jobs, came home. I would go hang out with my friends, she had her friends, and we probably hung out 2 or 3 hours a night.
mhm,
And then from 27 to 30, how old? 35. We see each other we have control of our time, we have control of our finances, we have control of our life, and we just hang out. And we can just kind of do what we want.
something she told me that, like, I thought was really beautiful is that you guys will lay in bed together and you guys will, like, dream together.
Mhm.
Like, dream of your life and, like, possibilities and ideas and stuff like that, and I think that that's so beautiful to have with your partner, and it's so important
Yeah.
to be able to dream and have, like, goals together. 'Cause I don't think a lot of people realize, like, your partner is what you're spending your life with that person.
Right.
That's the person that you're gonna grow old with
Mhm.
and be buried with. Like, yeah, you should do everything together.
And
Support each
plan
other
and
through
plan
it.
it.
Yeah.
Talk about it. Make it
Get
real.
excited about it together.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, a lot of people I am one of those people that do believe in balance. Um, with your relationships, like, you should have your own friends. I do believe in that, but I don't know, I'm coming into an age like, I will always make time for the people that are important to me. Um, and fortunately, I am with a partner right now that is supportive of that.
Right.
Like, my one of my best friends that I've had since high school, her name's Ashley. She, has a baby, and I'm his auntie, and, you know, that's so important to me. So when I do make time for her, Connor is very, like, supportive of that,
Right.
and he's like, "I hope you have a lot of fun, get all the baby snuggles in," and yeah, he came with me to her birthday, and she's a little bit intimidating. She's quite the personality, and she's quite the human being, and I love her, like, with all of my heart, and I have since the day we met. That's someone that knows me inside and out and, like, has loved me through every phase of my life.
Mm.
So I don't think I couldn't imagine my life without her. And so I was nervous for them to meet because she's kind of someone that I'm like, well, if she doesn't like him, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Because she's very honest with me, and I appreciate that about her. I appreciate the fact that she's so honest and so real with me. She's never been scared to hurt my feelings, ever. She's always like, "Mm, you're mad at me? Okay. That's okay. You can be mad." She, like, holds space for me to be mad about her opinions, but I've gotten to a place where I think I'm a little bit easier to talk to about opinions and stuff like that, even if they're negative or not what I want to hear. I think, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Anyways, she if she didn't like him, she would tell me,
Good.
you know? Same with my mom and my dad. If they didn't they love Connor.
Good.
Yeah, I was nervous for them to meet, but he was, balls to the wall. He went in there and he was great and he was happy to be there. He was happy to be there with me and support me. Like, he's
Mm.
not from here. He doesn't know very many people.
Where is he
So,
from?
he's from, oh, I forget the town name, but he's from BC.
Mm.
Starts with a T. It's a small town. I can't but he's from BC, and he moved here for a fresh start from something else. If you ever decide to have him on, it's a good story, that's for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. But he moved here for a fresh start, and yeah, so he doesn't know very many people.
Tell
So
him to
it's
come box.
I know I should. That would be fun.
You know what's funny? We like talking about balance. Like when when we first moved to Saskatoon, I just brought Demi everywhere.
Mhm.
Like she was my best friend. Like
Yeah.
I would rather hang out with her than my other friends. So like even like if I got invited to a bachelor party, I'm like Demi's coming.
Yeah.
Like a guy's night, I'm like Demi's coming. I'm like
Connor's like that too.
yeah, I'm like
If he
she's
has a
coming.
guys' night coming up, he's like, "You can come."
Yeah,
And
heck
then
yeah.
I'm like, "You can also hang out with your guy friends." He's like, "No, you can come."
Heck
I'm
yeah.
like,
That's
"Okay."
how I was. That's how I was. I
Uh,
was just like, Demi's coming, you guys. Whatever.
Sorry about it.
Yeah,
Sorry, not sorry.
yeah. So I didn't have a balance.
Some people don't, and it's like, if you can have that healthy, where you're with that person 24/7 and you can make that work and that's healthy for you, then I like, all the power to you, but it's very easy for that to become isolating and
Mm,
toxic, and it happens all the time. It happened to me, and as much as I was like, I loved him so much that I didn't see it, but once I got out of that relationship, we were both extremely isolated. Like, he wasn't allowed to see his friends. I wasn't allowed to see my friends. And I say that as, like, we weren't allowed to. We were, but the other person would start a fight, and it'd be
mm.
like, "Oh, so how would you feel if I was gonna go and do that?" That's what we would do to each other, so we would just avoid it and stay at home with each other and fucking couch rot, whatever it was, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But, like, we did have fun together. There's 2 sides to it, right? It can get extremely toxic, but sometimes you can't see it because you're still, like, with your person, and you're having fun and whatever, but you're like, I didn't, like, remember what it was like to go out with friends and do something for, like, 11 months,
Mm,
right? And, like, my family was kinda like, "Are you okay? Like, is everything okay?" And recently, my mom, actually, yesterday, she was like, is everything good? I haven't heard from you. I haven't seen you. I kinda miss you. I kinda miss your face." And because we were at Tim Hortons, and so she lives, like, right around there, so I just went and dropped by. And yeah, I was like, she's like, "Yeah." She's like, "I just haven't heard from you in a while, and usually that means you're happy." She's like, "But sometimes I don't know if you're doing okay or not." And she checks up, but usually when I'm not clinging to my parents like a 5-year-old, um, means I'm happy. That I'm actually living my life, you know? But I think it's good to have that relationship where you can spend all that time together and not get sick of each other and not fight, not argue, and be in it and have fun together. Like, this summer, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to take Connor around the city, and because he's lived in a small town his whole life, and so he hasn't done, like, he's like, he doesn't like bigger cities, but, like, Saskatoon's the perfect size,
yeah.
right? And, like, there is some fun stuff that happens around here, like, as much as this city's
There's
kind
a
of like
lot of fun stuff.
yeah, so I wanna take him paddle
Mm,
boarding and the beaches, and we have a lot planned. The Golden Prairie Cup, we're gonna go to that.
oh, nice.
We're gonna do a lot of things that we enjoy doing
Jogging around
together.
the river.
No,
You have to now.
I don't have to do shit.
Well, then how are you gonna box if you have no cardio?
I do cardio. I do
What?
3 minutes of skip rope before training. Actually, that is a goal of mine, though, is to jog. That's been a goal of mine for, because Haley used to take me on walks. I
Mm,
think I brought that up the first episode. She used to take me for walks when I was depressed around the river, because she was very much like, nature is beautiful, like, this is beautiful, the sun is beautiful, the weather is beautiful. So she, like, really opened my eyes to, like, being outside is beautiful. Being outside is
mhm.
like, I can associate that with feeling good, right? Like, touching grass feels good. Getting grounded with the creator feels good,
Right.
right? So she helped me with that, and then I just, for some reason, I was like, "You know what? I'd like to, like, be able to jog someday." And then I don't know what happened to that.
We'll do it this year.
I'll try. I quit vaping, so my lungs will get a little bit stronger, I'm hoping.
Well,
I have asthma, though,
that's fine.
so
If we're gonna get you in the ring,
I know I gotta be
you
able
know what the
to.
worst thing? This is what sucks. It's worse than getting beat up.
Mhm.
It's when you're a better boxer, but then you gas out and you get beat up by somebody who's not as good as you,
'Cause you're
and
tired.
it's all your fault because you didn't get your cardio good.
Yeah.
And then you're just mad. And some people are mad for months, and some people are mad for weeks,
Yeah.
and some people don't care. But it's just like that sucks.
Yeah.
When they're better than you, you're like, oh, that sucked, but like, frick, they were pretty good. And then you can like, you're like, okay, I just need to get better. But when you're better and you lose because your cardio sucks, that's
Mhm.
like, ugh.
Yeah. Few more times.
You know?
Yeah.
May 30th, what are you up to?
I don't know.
Want to do something fun?
What
Sask Marathon?
how long is that?
Just like,
How many kilometers?
like, 10 or so.
Whew. Uh, yeah, try it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
Okay.
We're gonna bring Connor.
Full marathon?
Isn't a full one like
A little bit more than 10.
it's like 20 some kilometers?
That's fine.
A little bit more than 10. Like double it and then add 5.
Are you in or no?
Oh, a full marathon?
You got so much time to practice.
A,
Once the snow
a
goes away?
full marathon.
Yeah.
Okay. I might walk some of it. I
That's
can't
fine.
promise that it's gonna be great, but
No, that's
hey, I'll
fine.
balls to the wall. Let's go.
Okay. Heck yeah.
Great. Now I have to start fucking jogging.
You know what? It's funner. Okay. It is better with people.
I believe that.
Most people have only ran by themselves, like either on like a treadmill or like
Yeah.
put headphones in and go. And everyone tries to go fast. So they also like think it's harder than it is.
No, I think I would want to go steady.
Yeah, go
I'd want to,
slow.
yeah.
Even like whatever you think steady is, even slower.
My coworker, Sammy, that works at Fitness Focus,
Okay.
she does marathons and races.
Fast.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I've never been to one with her, but yeah, she's got like 40 medals.
Okay, so she's
Holy
legit.
man, yeah.
Holy man.
Like she runs that girl, and I'm like, wow, and she loves
What
it.
is she running from? Get her on
I don't know.
here.
She's got 2 parents, so I don't know what she's running.
She's fine.
She has 2 loving parents. Like what?
Lucky.
I know. God, maybe that's why I
Wow.
like her so much.
No, actually it's 42 kilometers.
Whew. Okay.
But you already said yeah. So let's
That's
move on. What do
hefty.
you want to talk about now?
That's hefty. Oh, May 30th?
Oh, yeah, so
Okay.
much time.
I'll
One time I invited my babysitter. Shout out to Corey Jean Whitney.
try.
Thursday. The marathon was on Sunday.
Mhm.
So 2 sleeps away. And then I are 3 sleeps away. What's my math like?
Mm.
3. I said, hey, what are you doing on Sunday? Let's go for a run. She said, okay. And I said, Sask Marathon.
Don't you have to pay to get into those though?
Yeah.
How much are they?
And then
We'll make it work.
I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And she said, well, I haven't even ran 10K before in my life.
Me either.
I'm like, oh, that's fine. You're fine. She's like, well, maybe I should try the half. I said, you know, if you're going to sign up for the half, don't even come. So she signed up for the full and she finished. She never even ran a 10K before. Didn't even practice. It was 3 days before. And she
We
finished
should
it.
also get my mom to do it too.
Yeah.
My mom's she used to run and she loved running.
Are you saying yes for your mom right now?
I'm saying yes for my mom.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
She's gonna be like, "Fuck you." She was a runner. She did that for long time, and then we were just talking about it, yesterday, how she has her plan to get back into running. 'Cause I told
Perfect.
her, I'm like, "Mom, your muscle memory," I was like, "guaranteed you start running, you're gonna start shedding weight like nobody's
And did you
business."
say, "I'm gonna help you with this goal"?
No, my mom doesn't listen to me.
But now
I tried getting my mom to up her protein, and she's like, "No." I was like, "Alright, you brought me in this world, I don't know nothing." Oh, no,
Nice.
but yeah, her and my dad are on they're pretty healthy people. They care a lot about what they put into their bodies. Like, my mom hates that I burn candles, 'cause she's like, "That's so bad for you."
Candles?
Yeah.
What's bad about them?
I don't know, what they put into the air, I guess.
Like what they're made of?
You should have my mom on here, like, seriously.
You
I
talk
think
about
you guys would
candles?
have good
Okay.
she says some crazy shit. I came to her once, and I'm like, "You know what? Like, this is TMI, but, like, whatever." Yeah, I was like, "You know what? Like, my period's a little weird lately." And she goes, "It's candles you're burning." Like, I don't think it works like that, but okay. She's like, "It's candles you're burning, and it's the Starbucks cups you're drinking out of." Like, the
Mm,
plastic.
yeah.
They don't drink out of plastic, they drink out of glass. They don't use plastic Tupperware glass. They have a water filter station thing. It's cool. They
Okay.
care a lot about what they put in their body. My mom stopped using, like, anything chemical on herself.
They probably know all about the plastics that go in your body. The
Yeah.
size of a credit card.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So much plastics people eat.
Yeah, probably.
So Joe Rogan says.
My mom listens to Joe Rogan. She loves him.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, he's
A
pretty
lot of
cool.
people don't like him.
Well, I don't know, I feel like his episodes are just kinda like he just, like they just kick it, you
Yeah.
know?
I think people think he's more intentional than he is. Like he has this master plan and he's
Mm.
like, I think he's just an idiot, but he's smart.
I love when he talks about Fear Factor
Yeah.
and the shit that they did.
Like every,
He says all the time, he's like, "I was so high
yeah.
during all of those episodes." He's like, "When they got worse and worse, I just kept getting higher and higher and higher because I, like, hated that I had to put these people through this."
Yeah. I think he's just like a normal dude. And he's kind of an idiot, but he's also has such a good memory. So he
Mhm.
remembers everything that he talks about.
I could
So that's
never.
why me neither. I'm not gonna remember this tomorrow.
The first time my episode came on, I re-listened to it twice because I was like, "Did I say that?" I was like, "Wow."
Yeah, so his
Girl.
ability to like remember details, because
Mhm.
he can have a conversation with a scientist about things he like saw online and like just recall it all. So like his just memory recall is insane.
He's
Even if he doesn't understand what he's talking about, he remembers what he read. It's like that's
he's
so
gotta have,
impressive.
like, a photographic memory or
Definitely.
something.
Because it's nuts. Because he doesn't have notes. He doesn't have like he just everything's out of his
Just
brain.
goes, wings it.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then people just are just like Joe Rogan. He's controlling the politics. I'm so okay. And he's just like,
I think he's just having fun.
yeah,
He smokes cigars on
yeah.
his podcast.
And
They do,
if you
like
let that guy control politics, you're the idiot for like listening to him. He's just like high half the time. And you're gonna go off of his opinion. Mm-mm.
I was, like, reading something, and I guess in the US, they have a thing where if enough people don't agree with, like, the politics or their government is corrupt, they have the right to overthrow the government.
Who does?
The people in the States. I don't know if that's a real thing, but I'm like, "Dang." Could you imagine? Just, like, one day, all of a sudden, they overthrow the government, and it's like, the States is just, like, on fire. Like, that would be the place to happen, but
You think?
I don't know, I think Canada's we're pretty, like, laxed.
Chill.
Yeah.
But like I've been okay with even with all this stuff in the States, I've been there a bunch in
Mhm.
the last year. It seems like everyone's just living their lives normally. No one's talking about politics. I feel like we talk about the state's politics more than they talk about
Yeah.
it. Because every time I go there, no one's talking about it. They're just living. I'm just like, what is? Nothing's happening. It seems like I don't know.
I don't
There's
know.
obviously things happening,
I've never
but I
been
don't know.
I've well, the last time I was in the States, I was 4 years old. Went to Disneyland. Florida. The one in Florida. Is that Disneyland or is that Disney
World,
World?
it's
Yeah, we
the
went
real
to
one,
Disney World.
the big one.
Yeah, and when I remember this, my mom, I asked her, I was like, "Did you lose me at Disneyland?" She's like, "No, I lost you in the airport, though." And I was like, "Nice." Anyways, I lost my mom at Disney World because I saw Mickey Mouse. And I ran to Mickey Mouse, and I, like, hugged him and whatever, and I was like, "Oh my god," and I turned around, and I could not see my mom,
Mm.
but, like, my mom probably saw me, knew where I was. I was flipping shit as a, like, 4-year-old. I remember that. I do. I remember, like, little things at Disney World. What is so funny?
I just thought like that was the beginning of you getting a flat tire and freaking out. You all these little things, and you just
Inconveniences.
that's where it
Losing
began
my mom
at
at
Disney
Disney
World.
World.
Yeah,
Yep.
trauma. See,
Oh, it all
I
starts
figured
when
you out.
you need to go back to Disney World, see Mickey Mouse, and
Yeah.
find your mom. That's what you need to
Yeah.
do.
Who knows if that's even your mom?
Yep. Oh, I hope that's my mom. We don't even look alike, but I
See,
look like my dad.
I consider
Not my
Netflix
stepdad, my real
documentary.
dad.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately. Yeah. Well, I look better than my dad now, but he's aging not very well.
Well, are you? Are we flipping this?
Sure.
Are you gonna interview me?
I'm kind of nervous. I didn't write anything down. I'm not prepared.
That's fine. We're
Like,
gonna
I'm
see.
ill prepared.
We're gonna find out. I'm never prepared.
I'm scared.
And look at
He's
worked
shaking.
out. Are you?
He's shaking a little bit.
It's okay.
It's because it's cold in here, but
Yeah. Okay, well, let's stop this and then we'll continue.
it's all right.